There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Calling for people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving the fear and the promise from them. The welcome and life without fear.
A lyrical royalty.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. And more I yo. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I couldn't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I couldn't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Calling for people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving the real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From River Sass, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Backbolu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, Sktv, it is the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best around the world. Sktv, we are the best. Any kind of place you think, you are following us from, or you are watching us from. In fact, let me say that pleasant good evening to all of you, our followers, viewers, and those of you that also listen to us via the radio. Let me say good evening. Whether you're in Maserado, whether you're in Sando, Greenville City, let me say good evening to you. Or whether you're in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, let me say good evening to you. Whether you're in Mangibi is somewhere around here, in near the nation capital. So sometimes a lot of us, sometimes we go to Mangibi, or if I we go Car City, we have a little rest and come back. It's sort of like I can even live in Mangibi and work right here in the nation capital. It's not far. So again, all of you Mangibians, let me say good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for holding on. That's the best thing to do. Continue to do your best. Yes. The people there in Grand Caymont, yeah, it's not the Caymantinians, right? Yes, indeed. Let me say good evening to all of you. I know it's not easy. You have all of the resources. But again, you are a spectator because you're watching your resources leaving your country. We have any better thing for you. No good school, no good hospital, nothing there for you, even for the future generation. But again, that's the country. That's the society of ours. So let me say good evening. I understand. I know it's not easy. Sometimes you go into some of the elections with the mindset that your life will change. Things will change, but at the end of the day, things still continue to look the same, or in fact, even get worse than. In fact, sometimes they change gears. The politicians, what they promise you, oh God. Now, my people, let's share the show. Those of you who just joining, but let me just say this to all of you, most of the counted. I will go to Nimba, but the Caymont people. Let me tell you, people, most of our politicians, they want you order. You know, the people they have this saying, you know, on the internet, the one you order versus the one you get. Hmm? That's how we look. So you wanna get vexed. I know it's not easy. Myself, I feel sorry for all of our people. All of our people. I feel sorry for. You know, I feel sorry. So good evening, the Kematinians. Good evening. You've been changing your leaders just because you want the right thing to be done. But again, at the end of the day, they want you order versus the one you get. So that means the politicians, you know, they promise it, and they promise you that they're going to do, or in fact they're going to change your life. Plus the one that they are doing, you know, they're always deviating from what they promised during those days. But let's share the show, people. Today is Monday, having to be the 3rd of November, the 11th month in the year 2025. As a matter of fact, time wait for no man. That's why when you are going to these elections activities, get it in mind that time wait for no man. So that move people, yes, indeed. Good evening, all of you. More will be. Let me see quickly. Let me send the link around quickly so that the other team will be here. But please share the show. Yes, let me see. Bombing, yeah, Bombing County people. Good evening. How y'all doing? No, how my people doing? You know, yeah. You know, you say I can feel sorry for some of the counties. I went Bombing County thinking that maybe I just entering. You know, I can feel sorry for the people here. A lot of the politicians, and they know how to do that, do ya? In fact, you know, in Bombing, the funniest place there in Bombing that what they call, I know where they used to have the total gas station, but now is Connect. You know, I was thinking that you know, we just entering Bombing. That means we're already in the capital city. I said, what we do? Have fun and let's move. The person know you already in Bombing. I said, so this is they say yes, this is the entire area is so. That's the bombing, the wonderful bombing. I said, then go, what happened? Why not wait? That's the life of ours. We got to bear it. Because for us, our own is to bear these things. You know, you got to bear them. Then time when they're calling for rally, your own is to look for t-shirt. You look for shirt for the political party, and you wear them, you go there. Even no matter how they're treating you, no matter how they may have treated you, don't get vexed. What you get vexed for? Don't get vexed. That's the issue. So when I went Bombing County, I was looking for the capital city. Yeah, that day I really felt bad. I mean, be frank. So let's move people. Let's share the show myself. I'm doing that. Then which county again? No, I didn't go to Cayman. I hope and pray that I will go Grand Cayman. I really wishing to go Grand Cayman County. Then which one? Bon County. Yeah, Bon County people, you're hello there. Good evening to all of you there from Bon County. I know, yeah, you people once upon a time have your own vice president, though. And the people that never voted, in fact, they almost, because the Bon County people, I think that they almost voted against their own daughter. That, you know, I don't know for what reason, but again, bad to them, maybe they feel that maybe the woman was not performing to their best and so forth, so they had to, you know, get her out and so forth, because they vote matching. That's, look, when someone talk about the almost, that means the vote matching is something, it was not encouraging, you know, because maybe I come, like for example, I represent the 255, no matter what you do. Then in 255, I get 5, or maybe someone might say we are here to have 5-4. You know, that's what I'm just trying to say. So when we are 5-4, then I don't tell you that I have no control over 255 anymore. In fact, maybe that one person just voted for me at 255, they did that out of love. I know. So Bon County people, good evening. And where are we heading to? Lofa. Yeah, the bread basket. Share the show, people. Today is Monday. The bread basket. Where today now, you know, sometimes there are some buildings that when the people are putting into some place, don't complain. Yeah, because sometimes when we go buy food, we got to go to that villa. Those of you who complain, hey, the government paying villa, not the government paying villa. Me, bon, I will go to that villa. The day I go to Lofa to buy food because they're the bread basket. So we had to go there to look for food, buy food and supply our other brothers and sisters, So I will go to that video one day. So local people, let me say, indeed, you people are good people. Good, good, yeah, you're good. Yeah, thank you so much, local people. Good set of people. Thank you. So yeah, where are we heading to? Nimba. Nimba County people, good evening. Though. Let me wish all of you all of the best. Yeah, Nimba County people. Someone called me the few times and the person said to me, hey, maybe I'm missing the list of Prince Johnson. I said, what happened? Prince said, because maybe we lack of leadership now in Nimba. I said, really? But I said, yeah, maybe because even you will call the vice president until you get tired. I said, no, don't tell me that. Yeah. Some of you call so many people name, right? But that lady called me and she cried on the phone and said, maybe if the late Senator Prince Johnson going to be alive by this time, even by the time I go to Senator Prince Johnson's house, he will give me audience. In fact, he will want to know exactly as to what happened to me. But I have major issues, and I'm calling our vice president. In fact, I even went to the vice president's house, and no way for me to even see him, to even talk with him. I said, okay, maybe they may be busy. Yeah, sometimes too, the people can be busy. So I told her, I said, no, maybe they may be busy. Don't get vexed. So you see how leadership look? There are people sometimes when they in the positions, they will interact with everybody, bring people together. Even if you have problem, they will come and solve your problem. But there are some people when they're in position, you will, the kind of thing they say, you talk tired. So that's the thing. But people, let's share the show. I'm sharing the show 11 minutes past 6. More will soon be here with us, please. Let's share the show. Those of you who are joining. Today is Monday. It's what on your mind today? Because the issues just too much until we don't even know which one to even talk about. But Mr. Curran will be here with us, if possible, because you're talking about the CMC people coming here to join us today. So Mr. Curran will likely be here with us. If the CMC the CMC people rather, if the CMC people, when they are available, also they will join us. If not, then we'll be asking you to do what some of the 20 national issues on your mind that you want to talk about. What is the labor issues? For me, among all of the presidential candidates, I haven't seen any candidate that really talking about labor. But again, that is society. Nobody talking about labor. Everybody talking about how they will be playing. Some people bring playing example. Yeah, God. Yeah, but the country is interesting. Some people bring playing examples. Some people bring, what kind of example again? Some people bring all kinds of example of life. Nobody talking about the labor issues. Nobody care about us. We the workforce. Nobody cares. Everybody thinking, boy, you want for the country to move forward. When your own people, when they are struggling back to back, you don't care about that. But you want the country to move forward. How will the country move forward? Everybody have to build. People have to live happy life. You don't only your one, you don't only few and good people that move country forward. No. You have a lot of good people. People who are also educated, who also they are, in fact, they have all of their knowledge. There are people who are engineers and so forth, and they are working for some of the companies back to back, but nobody cares how they treat them. Even the Ministry of Labor, when you go there, they say no job. But anyway, let's move. I'm sharing the show. People, let's move. I think I hit 400. Maybe by that time, more will join us very, very soon. But again, today is Monday. We will chip in on some of the trending national issues, issue of the day, some of the things that are happening. But how many counties now? With me, I'm feeling with Nimba. I'll go to Grand Gillette County. Yeah, they say the place of the world, of the sunshine. Good evening to the people there. Yeah, the people of Grand Gillette County. Some of the counties say when you call that nation, you can feel weak because they have the leaders, but very poor. And nothing, no way, no tea. And that's the fact. The superintendent, the superintendent want to rock our land. The superintendent want to rock the land. Yeah, no, they could do interesting. And then like, the last day though, the superintendent and other people, they were even thinking about rocking some of the land and to give it to other people. Why you rock people land? The land your forefather they keep it so that when you come to, so you yourself you can maintain the land and turn it over to your children to maintain the land and turn it over to their children. You say no, I won't buy it. You gotta rock it. When I were trying to the land authority, at least for putting that situation under control, at least they were able. All right, Mr. Khan is yes, already know. Yeah, Mr. Khan, go you blame? How you know? Let us see us.
Because serious about Liberia. You gotta be serious when it's about Liberia.
Okay, I like that. That's good. But sometimes too, otherwise people see you smiling, then they'll get a little hope.
I
But when you
always
see
do.
people,
I, I, I always do.
I know, man. I know. I'm just kidding. By the way, we back, Mr. Connor, after the weekend, and that's good. Is today's the 10th of November, the 11th month, and so many things ongoing. But first of all, let me say good evening from our end. And how are you doing, Mr. Connor?
I'm doing great. I bless God. I want to say thank you to you for always keeping the fire burning, and to our valuable fans and followers and well wishers for always following the SKTV. I want to say thank you to all of you. It's always good to be here. I can assure you that SKTV will want to get better. It's getting better by the day, but we also know that SKTV will be nothing, will be nowhere without you, the people. So, in as much as we are doing our best to play our part, but we also want to acknowledge and recognize what you do as people, especially those of you who can share the show, and those of you who are here with us no matter what. I want to say thank you to Mayborn, to the management and team of Truth FM, and all our staffs and panelists and everybody else. Maybe I just want to make this quick announcement to our people. If you are a politician, if you are involved in politics, you have political party, and you want your party to be represented on the platform, we will reiterate again. Feel free to reach out to Mayborn, myself, or Steve. We will be more than happy to have you on here. What we will not do, if you refuse to be represented, you cannot censor the opinion of others. If you want to be represented, that's fine. It's up to you. Whether male or female, you can send anybody to the show to come here. If they can't come every day, at least they can come once in a while or every now and then to represent your party. But if you fail to do that, then you want to censor other people's opinion. You don't want people to speak about their party, and you want to label the show as this party, this and that party. That's unfair. That's not fair to us, because we have given you the privilege, we have given you the opportunity to come and market your idea. If you fail to do so, you cannot fault those who want to do that, who are willing to do that for their party. So I want to say thank you to all of you for continuing following the SKTV. SKTV, like it or not, we are one of, if not the most credible network, in the country. Regardless of who is in power, regardless of who is involved in corruption, we will call them out. We have always been speaking truth to power. It doesn't matter who is at the receiving end. You like it, you can give it to us. If you like, you don't, that's up to you. But we are who we are, and we'll continue to be who we are. Like one will always say that we will not change our business model just to satisfy a few individuals, a handful of people. But it's always good to be here. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to encourage you to share the show as always and be ready to participate in this very, very important conversation. Back to you, Mabel. What's going on? Take up to speed as to what is transpiring in our beloved Liberia.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Connor. So let me also add up to you. We've been doing that for a little time, and some of them, they stay with me quiet. But at the end of the day, like you just stated, they just, maybe they've been thinking, maybe they're waiting for election time. But again, the door is open, and Mr. Connor stated, so it's up to you to come and just knock on our door. Trust me, we will open, and you will be part. Thank you. So yeah, Mr. Connor, today is Monday. So many things happening, throughout the week, and the politics and the country, the government, and so forth. But among them, that series of allegations, accusations against the Ministry of Commerce, or the Commerce Minister, Madam Dagose, or Madeline Dagose, that she there was some alleged that she into some scandal with 429,000 of industrial park renovations. There are some media reports that that didn't pass through the referee channel or the proper arrangement. So, but then again, we're getting some report that she said that all of the informations coming up from the media, they are not qualified. They are all lies. They are not true. But again, one of the news that also caught our attention was Senator Amma Kone, also who posted on his social media page, also telling the government again was about job creation. Because mind you, the president also in one of his cabinet meeting, he told his government officials that they had to provide jobs for the young people, or else the young people will go after them. So Senator Amma Kone re-emphasized that on in fact in his post on today when he posted about the issue of jobs. So yes, the economy is still the same. Liberians are still yearning for the change that this government promised them. So there are a lot of rigmarole between the ruling party, the oppositions. People have their own say. People are campaigning, because let me just say that indeed, I think campaign already started from all indications. Because instead of all discussing the issues, people are not discussing political party. People are not discussing what they can, in fact, how their party look, what their party can achieve, what their party can do. There's for me, from all of the happening, Mr. Kanye, it means that in fact we are moving now into a political tension. But we are good to go. We are okay. The country is peaceful, and we are already into the dry season. So let me just inform some of our people, maybe we don't know, that we are already into the dry season, and moving forward, there will be so many things you'll be observing. Maybe sometime, maybe fluctuation of electricity, or maybe the road will be 100% as you maybe move about normally with your activities. So, Mr. Khan, so far, yes, these are some of the happening as we go along. Apart from the CDC Wahala, the CMC rather, the CMC Wahala that been training since the weekend, there are a lot of claims and counterclaims, and coming from one of your own members that resigned, Madam Grace, who resigned, and that also spark of mixed reactions also from the internet, and people are watching, people have their say, people are also thinking exactly as to what's going on, what's happening. So far, so good, Mr. Cannon. These are some of the trending national issues back here in Liberia. Any other thing as we go along, we will inform our people.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mabel. To one of the fans here who is also, who is always here, and I respect him, Stido Jebo. He's saying that we shouldn't worry, people politicians going to come here. No, we are not worried about them. And we are not actually pleading for them to come here. What we are saying is to stop mourning, to stop crying when you have the same opportunity we have. That's all we are saying. Our worry is our fans support us. Well, we should put a guy and listen to other people worry about. We don't worry about politicians. We don't worry about people who want to run for politics, want to be relevant politically for 1 or 2 years during election time, and then after the election, they vanish. Either they get a job or they vanish from the political scene until the 6 year later, then they will resurface. Those are not people that we are worried about, honestly. Every day when I come to SKTV, my worry, my concern is about the people, the regular people, not the politicians. So, Melbourne, you made mention of CMC, a lot of good things happening at the level of the CMC. You know, this is normal in politics. There will always be, association and, disassociation. There will always be alignment, realignment. There will be people coming, people going. That's normal in politics. Only people who are political novice will sometimes take these things seriously and, whine about it or even fight people, for their opinion. So the former chair for USA has the right to resign, and she did. And whatever reason, she doesn't even have to give reason. People reserve the right to do whatever they want to do with their life. They want to associate or not to associate. So that's good. But the good news is the newly appointed chairperson that replaced Madame Gua is another woman, very resourceful woman, well educated, down to earth, and people-centered person. This woman has served in several capacities within the Liberian community. We don't want to even mention her personal, things that has to do with her education, services to Liberia, services to the United States, and the community she has lived. So that's not an issue. But what is even important, Melbourne, this lady, she is very friendly. She gets along with everybody. And she's loved by the people. But this appointment of this lady from 3 days ago and yesterday when we posted it on the website, on the Facebook page of CMC Diaspora, Melbourne, the wave of congratulatory messages, the commendation, the inbox that we have received. And what is even interesting, Melbourne, is that there are people from different backgrounds, different political parties, people who openly support and are part of other political parties, whether it's the Unity Party, Liberty Party, CDC, and some people from different parties, but they're all coming embracing this lady. It speaks volume. It speaks volume. And you can't even believe the amount of people that have registered to be part of the party. They are so happy. I can tell you, maybe from last Sunday, since that resignation up to yesterday, during which other this lady was appointed, we have seen over 3,000, close to 4,000 people registering, embracing the new breed of leadership. So these things are normal. They are not a big deal. And you can control people's emotion. You can control their attitude. You can control what they do for themselves. And they reserve the right to do what makes them happy. So those things are not any big deal. But what is even, better for the CMC, today, a group of women assembled to the headquarters of the CMC, Melbourne. They said they have their own group, and the group that they have, they assemble just to come and see what's going on. They call themselves National Women Alliance for Liberia. In fact, these people, they from District 17, they say they have over 10,000 membership. 10,000. So I know you made mention of
Wow, 10,000 memberships.
10,000 membership, and they came today. Hundreds of them, if not thousands of them, show up to come and show support and loyalty to the CMC. Should we actually worry about who is in, who is out? If we're having thousands of people coming daily to support and join the CMC. So likewise, all of those 1,000 people that are coming, there will be few people that may come by the wave, but yet sometimes maybe they will see one or two things that they don't like, that they're not comfortable with. They reserve the right to withdraw their support or step back, or stay in. When we look at the ratio, the amount of people that are coming in versus one or two people leaving. That's normal. Even in America here, high-profile people leave parties all the time. But it doesn't really matter who left or who is leaving, but look at the number of people coming. And the color.
Let's go back to the test, Mr. Connor. Is it a test?
I'm going to get
go ahead. No, wait, go ahead.
I'm going to get there. So, because you the one brought up CMC, there are people who want to see Wahala within the CMC because they are afraid. They're saying the wave is overtaking the political system in the country. They are seeing the influx of Liberians into the CMC. So they are praying and wishing to see things that will halt or stop or derail the progress of our party. So every little thing they will take it as a big deal because that's what they want. That's what they're wishing for. But unfortunately, they fall down. Labrador people don't even see them. They don't even really care about whatever's going on, in their mind, in their personal life. People are actually flooding into the party in their numbers. And I can assure you, Mabel, that is something that is behind us. We are moving forward, we are making progress, and we believe the former chair, she played her part. She gave whatever she was able to give to the party. And down the line, she decided to say, you know what? I can't continue anymore. I mean, who are we to say no? Everybody has the right to associate or not to associate. So we have moved forward, and we are very excited with the new person appointed. Her name is Madam Vicky Sandolo Zulu. She is a citizen of Nima County, even though she was born in Zredu, Granjira County. But her parents are from Nimba, and she grew up in Sanikole. So she is very, very hardworking and resourceful and likable and lovable. People love her, I can tell you. Just because of this lady, from 3 days ago when she was appointed, the number of people that have come out to show up, to even show support, to even register to join the party is too much. So we are very excited about that. So what was the other thing you were talking about? You talk about something about I don't know.
Senator Amakone, maybe Senator Amakone, the issue of jobs, job creation.
Yeah. So Senator Amakone's position is clear. Senator Amakone actually put in a lot into electing this government, but in less than 3 months, that marriage was destroyed because they felt that Amakone was too strong, it was too powerful. That Amakone was actually changing the direction of their government. And for a good reason, Amakone was actually helping to make this government better from the get-go because he was attached to their success. And he wanted to make sure that whatever they are doing, it should center around the needs of the people should be around the interests of Liberia and the Liberian people. But to see them fighting him, to see them doing what they were doing, kind of somehow discourage Senator Cornell to some extent. However, as a lawmaker, he reserved the right to continue to hold the government feet to the fire. Inasmuch as he was seen as one of them, but they don't see him that way. So to see Amara Kone, continuing speaking out and pointing to the flaws of the government, also encouraging good governance, those are things that are expected. But the question is, are they listening? Are they going to listen to him? Or they will do their usual thing, where you say something that they don't like, they insult you, they disrespect you, they attack you. So basically, Amara Kone will continue to do what he's doing. Amara Kone is a senator. He represents his people. And I can tell you, Amara Kone will not stop speaking. He's a politician. It's good for him. But whether or not he will receive good responses from the people, whether or not they will listen to him, whether or not they care about him, that is something that remains to be seen. But I think Amara Kone is doing the right thing. But I'm very optimistic that the Unity Party people, they will not listen because they don't care about good things. They don't care about what's good for the people. All they care about is what they are doing right now, enriching themselves, impressing the president, and behaving as if to say the election is tomorrow. They are more focused on, securing the next election. They are more focused on how they can leverage the political system, how they can continue, how they can get in the campaign mood in the second year of their leadership and still have 4 years to go. But that is who they are, and we have no control over that.
So that means, Mr. Kane, that means, in short, what you are saying, that means in the Amara Kone, maybe someone will say partially, or maybe he agreeing with the saying that nothing has changed, because if only you continue to complain about jobs, only job, because mind you though, during the previous government, there were other things that were done, and they were saying that what we eat, and today the same thing come back to them. So people are not saying look for a job, don't make Liberian to be a spectator. So in short, is Senator Amara Kone agreeing with the saying that nothing has changed?
Absolutely. This is why Amara Kone said from the initial stage of this government, from the get-go, he said you should manage your expectation. What that means, he was telling you that don't expect much from this government. Don't expect much from this party. Don't expect much from Joseph Boakai and his surrounding. Don't think they are going to come and change a lot. But in short, they are not actually doing anything besides stealing from the Liberian people. But at this early stage, it's going to take time for the people to understand. It's going to take time for the people to actually know exactly what is going on in the government, because most of them are still in their support, in a mood of, party loyalty. And they are not paying attention to what is happening around them. But those who are actually paying attention to what is happening in the country, whether they are from CDC, CMC, ANC, Liberty Party, or any other political party, those who are conscious-minded Liberians that are paying attention to themselves and to what is happening in the country, people are disappointed, people are discouraged, and people are afraid. One minister called me, deputy minister called me 2 days ago, Sekou, how do you see our government? I said, I don't know. I said, I'm not in Liberia, but what I'm hearing from Liberian people, they are not happy. You guys are proceeding wrongly. You're not doing anything to change your life. And the person told me, Sekou, even we even we in the government, we are afraid because nothing going on. Don't see some of our men pretending as if everything is good. Can you imagine me? We get these calls every day from regular people. But when you see these calls coming from government officials, that is a good reason to be afraid. You live there, you know exactly what is going on.
Exactly, Mr. Khan. And Mr. Khan, these were things that they hugely campaign on, like for example, the issue of the 3 days free call. Mind you, even though we will be talking about these things maybe sometime next year or beginning next year, but they campaign on the issue of the 3 days free call, that indeed Liberians are struggling, Liberians, they don't have food, they don't have money, they don't have anything. So what will the previous government head up as the judgment, and we are cut off the 3 day free call? That means you don't have the people at heart. But same them is a current, they still continue. And in fact, they don't even care to even bring the 3 days free call back. In fact, it's for another minute to another minute. If it's not 60 minutes, it's 45 minutes just for $1. It's just that. So are these things a sign of maybe quote unquote our politicians, or these people always in a habit of just maybe quote, using things against the people or lying to the people, Mr. Kevin?
Yeah, so that has something to do with governance. When you are in a political party, when you are preparing to run a country, there's something. Maybe I have to take this call.
No problem, Mr. Khan. So yeah, so those of you who are just joining us, let me say a wonderful good evening and thank you so much for always following up Sktv or Truth FM right here. Today's Monday. Yes, indeed. Sometimes doing a campaign or doing opposition lives, most of our politicians, they go to the people and they say these things. We have so many of these things that we'll be saying, like I already started the issue of the 3 days free call, the issue of data. We pay for data almost every day in Liberia, and sometimes I don't even get it. That every day you got to be paying for something every day of your life. Even at least something that's supposed to be carrying you at least for a week or a month, will carry you for only a few days. If you're not carrying you for 2-3 days, you carry you for some of the highest 4 days, 5 days. Those of us who can afford the 2-3 days, we can buy that. But other people who cannot even afford any of the data, at the end of the day, they don't have the phone in their hand. They just continue to be using some of the thing that we call free basic. It's bad because you can pay seriously on 3 days free call. You can pay on data issues that indeed the previous government cut off data. So in fact, there are so many of these things that you can pay on. Like for example, the issue of even the WAS fees. You said give the parents job, they will pay their children fees. What happened today? Where is the job? Where is the job today? Give the parents job, they will pay the fees of their children. Today everything changed to, oh, you're doing well, oh, you're trying. Are we still looking for people who will be trying, or are we looking for people who will change our lives? Why are we always like this? We are deceitful, especially our politicians. They are deceitful. You lie to the people that you will change this, or in fact, you will undo this. This 3 days free course was bad. It was terrible that in fact the previous government called it off, according to you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mabel, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Khan, I'm getting you. I'm getting quiet.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that the lack of plan, the lack of platform, the lack of policy the lack of policy prescription, how you're going to govern, and not knowing what you're doing, having no sense of direction, is what is suffering the UP people. So I'm not sure what is going on with them, but what I do know is that the UP guys, they are suffering from their own, created problem, because they lie to the Liberian people. They pretended that as if they have everything under control, but deep down they know nothing. They don't know what they are doing. So at the end of the day, they will blame people, they will attack, they will say things, and they will continue to distract the Liberian people from paying attention to them. So nobody is responsible for the lack of performance or inability of the government to do the needful for the people. We are not responsible for that. One thing I know, I've been distracted a little bit here because something going on at my job, being, I got to be somehow involved with that. Maybe if you can come back so I can pay attention to this a little bit before I come back to the show. Yes, but deep down, the Liberian government currently, they are disoriented. They are not focused. And they know that they have failed the people already. Imagine in less than 2 years, the whole country is crying. The whole country is crying. People, irrespective of their political affiliation, the party they belong to, everything, they're not happy. They've been crying. And you cannot fake success. Success is something that is felt by the people. Success is something that people see for themselves, because they are the ones that have been affected. So there's no way you can say we are successful, we are doing this, we are doing that, and the people you are doing it for, they are not seeing it, they are not feeling it. So let's not pretend as if to say everything is good. Let's not pretend as if to say that brown people are happy. For instance, the LEC saga, it was everyday talking point from the Liberian people. In fact, we used to see people pointing out some things on Facebook saying that, oh, roll call, LEC at my quarter today. Some people say, no LEC to my own area, in my community, in this, in that. But now we've learned that it's getting stabilized little by little. I'm not sure how they are doing it. Some people are giving credit to Mohammed Sharif. And some people are still saying, no, nothing going on. But Liberian people, they are the ones to serve as character witness to what is happening to them, themselves, for what they are going through. The market women, those women then that can go to the market and sell today, whatever little profit they will get, they will buy their own with food to go cook for their children. They will tell you how the country is going. Don't listen to those government officials that are taking home $15,000 a month, $12,000, $5,000, $6,000. Go ask the market women that are going to the market every day before they can eat, before the children can eat. Go ask that police officer who is taking $100, $80, $70 a month when they cannot even afford to send their children to school. Don't listen to those people who are taking millions of dollars monthly, don't pay attention to them. They are not the best people to tell you what is going on. The people, the regular people, the everyday people are the one that can give you the real story, the clear picture about their life. Not allow any kind of political cartel to come here and lecture you about your life. Oh, the country is good. Oh, Baka is doing good. Even though within themselves they know that the country is declining. They know very well the country is not going forward. They know. But they will always pretend. In their mind, Liberian people are stupid. So for them, they will do nothing but come and tell you, say, we are doing X, Y, and Z. If you travel in the country, we have sent people in Liberia. We have people, we have friends. Even this morning, I was speaking to a group of people from Balmines. I don't know what they told me. I don't know how they are feeling right now. We see these things every day. In Bongonima, in Zozo, in Masambolangu, in Bople, in Kample, in Zogui, everywhere around the country, in Kawakian. So we know exactly what is going on in the country. So maybe the problem is the Liberian people know what they are going through, but yet the government officials are there busy lying to the Liberian people. And you can lie your way through. Maybe you can lie to come to power, but you can't lie to govern. Because this is something that people must feel themselves. This is something that they have to experience it. But for you to be doing nothing and pretending that you are doing everything, that's the reason why maybe Liberian people can get so angry. Some of them, their action, you can see it, you can know it way before election time.
Exactly, Mr. Connor. And let me just add up to you. Yeah.
Because what they're doing to the people right now, people getting angry. How can you say a lot? Let me take, for example, Dillon. You know what Dillon is getting very much unpopular?
Good.
Because lies. It's not good. Don't think because you are in corridor of power, you don't think because you have leverage, you have certain opportunity, then you try to downplay the suffering of the people. How can you be brave? How can you be brave for you to come and tell the people that a lot have changed when the people themselves are not seeing it, they are not feeling it, they are not experiencing it? So where are we talking about? Different country here or what? So remember, you live in Liberia. They say a lot have changed. So you tell me.
So the first thing, Mr. Kana, maybe friend, that you just stated, that's the kind of country that we found ourselves in. And even the people who are going through these struggles, they will come on and say, yes, everything okay. They want you to have, it's just about comparison. They want you to happen between maybe doing job we are never painted, for example. Job we are never painted SKD. So because of painting SKD, the people that are working in or Grand Cayman who working maybe to be mountain, so they should struggle with bad labor practices just because somebody painting SKD there, for example, or somebody painting or other ministerial complex. See the kind of thing that they can be listening back to back that never happened, that the government is doing, that they are people are boasting of. Mr. Khan, the first thing that you will know that people's lives are improving is labor. Even the few hand of people that are even working, even the government always shooting yourself in the legs. Oh, nobody making below 150 is a shame. Mr. Khan, it's a shame for you to even come up at this age and time when you have parents who giving their children almost $200 to $300 or buying food every day for their children to even go to school. You come and say no child making, or in fact, nobody make no civil servant making below 150. You should be embarrassed. How much is transportation? Transportation still the same. I saw saying that was not listening. The entire thing that he posted. How much is gasoline here in the national capital? It's still around 800, 840, and 850. How much was gasoline before? Before since he left power. So I don't understand when they're talking about all of these things. Like one of my brothers just commented, I think I'm coming quickly, I want to see it. He said, who's that? Let me see quickly, Mr. Cannabis. Okay, good. Jeremy Roberts, you were asking, he said, Sekou, what are some of the things that people are crying about that was not in existing? Good. So this question, man, there, but how you even feeling? That this thing was in existing, and the government said they're going to change things around. They're going to change the people's lives. So why would you want to deviate from what you have promised the people to the issue of playing politics? Now it's not politics, Mr. Kane. They will brainwash the people. They will manipulate the entire system. They will model the entire system until our people not get no good result. Mr. Kane, it's terrible that our people, some of our people are working and they can't take pay in time. Even 4 or 5 months, people owe them. And the Ministry of Labor, in fact, every day there are issues between Senator Dawes and now the Ministry of Labor.
So Melbourne, just before we go to the news bulletin, let me say this to you. To your point, you are 100% right. The way you can know the country is proceeding rightly is for the people themselves to feel it. And you mentioned labor, right? When it comes to labor, many people in Liberia, they don't understand what labor means. A lot of people think that government power, government position, government job is the only job they can do. No. When we talk about labor, the government's ability to invest in private sectors, the government ability to create a conducive environment that can attract investors, the government ability to improve the justice system, wherein investor will not be afraid to come into the country. No fear of being duped by somebody. No fear of being corrupted by somebody. Labor is not about government job. Those people who are working for the government, the civil servants, they are not even getting paid. They are not happy. The military people are not getting paid. You asking me what are some of the things that they said they will change? They never change it. And Joseph Baga and the Unity Party said they were going to come. The people harmonize the salary of the people. They're going to come and change that. How long have they been in power? They've been there for a while now. What happened? Have they changed? Have they, rolled back the harmonization that Joe then brought? So these are some of the things. The government inability to create a conducive environment to attract investors, their inability to invest in public sector, wherein job can be created. I know some of the people that can be calling, you think when they got job to do, you think they'll have time to come here and listen to radio even when they are working, pushing their hours, you think they will worry about coming to say anything. But the government is not doing anything. Your inability to change the people's life through investment, through security, providing conducive environment so that investors can be brave to come to the country without being afraid of Jodo Bwaga and government people there taking their money from them, improving the justice system, introducing blind justice. You want me to need more? We'll need more after the news bulletin. We have a lot going on.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Kana. So let's go for the news break. We'll come back. Then we will go more into that. But thank you so much. I like that. Amos, Amos, you're interesting. By the way, that's good. Let's go for the news bulletin. We'll come back. Amos will respond to all of you quickly. We got to go.
Good evening, RCN News, Bulletin at 7. I am Josh. We're in the headlines. President Joseph Boakai calls for immediate clarification and reconciliation of the conflicting data surrounding Liberia's total forest coverage, describing the issue as unacceptable and critical to the country's environmental integrity and policy credibility. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with its partners, announces a nationwide multi-age cohort HPV vaccination campaign targeting approximately 560,000 girls to prevent cervical cancer in Liberia. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry officially launched its 5-year strategic plan aimed at transforming Liberia's street and industrial sector while empowering small and medium enterprises. Of their home front, more than 40 people are now known to have died after multiple landslides struck Kenya and Uganda's mountainous border region last week. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. President Joseph Boakai has called for immediate clarification and reconciliation of conflicting data surrounding Liberia's total forest coverage, describing the issue as unacceptable and critical to the country's environmental integrity and policy credibility. Speaking at the opening of the National Forest 2025, President Boakai said the event offers an important space for reflection, dialogue, and renewed commitment towards safeguarding Liberia's forest resources. He recommended or reminded participants that Liberia remains home to one of the largest remaining blocks of the Upper Guinean forest of global ecological treasure. However, he lamented that the forestry sector has underperformed for more than 2 decades, citing weak institutions, illegal activities, and fragmented interventions. He noted that according to the 2004 National Forest Inventory, Liberia's forest cover was estimated at 4.3 million hectares, but more recent figures suggest a decrease to 6.6 million hectares. To address this, President Boakai has directed the Managing Director of the Forestry Development Authority, Rudolph J. Mahep, and his senior management team to report to his office within 1 week with a full explanation and reconciliation of the discrepancy. The Liberian leader spoke to his senior advisor, Dr. Augustine Cornell. In remarks, the Managing Director of the Forestry Development Authority, Rudolph Mahab, disclosed that revenue in the forest sector has jumped from over 40 million United States dollars before the Civil War to about 5 million United States dollars currently. State at the executive, Liberian President Joseph Boakai has held a presidential dialogue with Liberians living in France and across the European diaspora, describing their contributions as indispensable to the country's national development drive. The engagement took place in Paris over the weekend, following a series of diplomatic and investment-focused meetings with French authorities and development partners. The town hall start event brought together professionals, students, business leaders, and community representatives from several European countries. It provided a platform for direct conversation with the president on issues including governance reforms, job creation, youth empowerment, education, and diaspora investment. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with its partners, has announced a nationwide multi-age cohort HPV vaccination campaign targeting approximately 560,000 girls to prevent cervical cancer in Liberia. Lila Kurd of the Clinton Health Access Initiative disclosed that girls aged 9 to 18 will receive the vaccine during the campaign. Speaking at a media engagement forum in Monrovia on Monday, Madam Kurd said the campaign aims to reach every community across the country, including remote areas, to ensure that no girl is left out. According to her, the intensive 5-day exercise will run from November 17 to 22, will simultaneously launch ceremonies across all 15 counties. Madam Kurd explained that the campaign is a cash-out effort to vaccinate girls who may have missed previous routine doses, emphasizing that nearly 2,000 vaccination teams will be deployed nationwide. For his part, the program director of the expanded program of immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Ya Namin, assured the public of the safety of the HPV vaccine being used in the country. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry has officially launched its 5-year strategic plan aimed at transforming Liberia's trade and industrial sectors while empowering small and medium enterprises. The comprehensive plan focuses on 5 key pillars: trade and industrialization, empowerment of SMEs, ensuring accountability and efficiency, resource management, modernization system for transparent service delivery, and building a skilled and accountable workforce. Speaking Monday at the launch, Commerce Minister Madeleine Dagoza said the plan represents the ministry's commitment to promoting sustainable economic growth and job creation. According to her, the initiative will modernize how Liberia manage trade and industry, strengthen institutional accountability, and support Liberian entrepreneurs to become more competitive, the minister stated. The plan also emphasizes industrial development through technology and science, with the goal of increasing Liberia's capacity to transform raw materials into finished goods. The Grand Jita County University Student Union has presented a 5-count petition to the government of Liberia calling for the immediate dismissal of Grand Jita County Superintendent Ellis Grant. In their petition, the students accused Superintendent Grant of several alleged administrative and financial improprieties, to include the illegal leasing of over 500 acres of customary land to a Burkinabe national for a period of 30 years without the consent of local authorities. They further alleged him of failing to release the county's budgetary allotment for the fiscal year 2024 and 2025, and the unlawful dismissal of government officials serving in various capacities within the county. The group alleged Superintendent Grant of disregarding the county council, including his consistent refusal to engage or provide updates on ongoing county development fund projects. The student union urged the government to commission a special audit of all county financial transactions for the year 2024 to 2025 fiscal year, emphasizing the need for accountability and good governance. According to the students, Superintendent Grant's alleged actions undermine local administration and development efforts in Grand Jita County. The Grand Jita County University Student Union President Thomas Neal read the statement. Meanwhile, the students' petition was received by Internal Affairs Deputy Minister for Research and Development Planning, Edward Mobile. Deputy Minister Mobile lauded the group for peaceful gathering in order to speak on issues of national concerns. He noted that the move is a clear manifestation of the nation's preparedness to maintain its status of peace, adding that gathering peacefully sends a clear message of peace to foreign investors. Renowned Liberian educator Sister Mary Lauren Brown has announced an advocacy initiative aimed at acquiring armchairs for the University of Liberia and urged students to remain focused on their education and play a vital role in becoming the scholars who will uplift and move Liberia forward. Appearing Monday as guest on State Radio in Monrovia, Sister Mary Lauren Brown emphasized that students are the hope of the nation, noting that meaningful results can only come through their dedication and determination to achieve greatness. She highlighted the importance of collaboration among Liberians at home and abroad to help realize the goal of acquiring 22,000 chairs for the University of Liberia. According to her, with collective effort and financial support, the much needed chairs will be purchased in 6 months and presented to the institution to improve the learning environment. The Liberia National Police has forwarded to court suspect Elijah Smith and Comfort Troubled to face justice after allegedly defrauding victims Gibson Bar on September 13 and Joshua Glee on October 3 on a false premises to travel to Canada. The police is warning all perpetrators and called on the public to report all suspicious travel offers. The National Patriotic Party is commending the government for their leadership role played in strengthening the diplomatic relationship between America and Liberia. The NPP statement comes days after the United States government announced the visa extension for Liberians from 1 to 3 years. NPP says it sees the accomplishment as a clear indication that the United States government is reconsidering a positive diplomatic touch with Liberia. The NPP in a release calls on all citizens to applaud the government for advances that this opportunity not to be misapplied for self-interest against national interest. The National Patriotic Party also appreciates the government headed by President Joseph Boakai efforts in fighting drugs in an effort to see a drug-free country. They also rallying citizens to fully cooperate with the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, as doing so will help the government succeed in its fight against drugs. The Liberia Land Authority has immediately suspended Grangida County Land Administrator and the County Land Dispute Officer and revokes a land deed following allegations of illegally selling land to Burkinabe National. Addressing journalists at a press conference over the weekend, Chairman of the Liberia Land Authority, Samuel Pacquiao, said the suspension stems from reports that the two officials were involved in the illegal sale of 500 acres of land to foreign nationals in violation of Article 49 of the Liberia Land Rights Act of 2018, which governs the sales, lease, and transfer of customary land. Those suspended are P. Freeman, Grangida County Land Administrator, and David Tobasi, the County Land Dispute Officer. Both have been suspended indefinitely pending further investigation. Margibi County Security Council has honored several individuals and institutions for their outstanding contributions to the county over the year. Those recognized include county officials, lawmakers, civil society organizations, development partners, community leaders, and members of the media community, among others. The ceremony held under the theme Uniting the County Through Certification aimed to celebrate community service and encourage continual collaboration for peace and development. Giving an overview of the event, the head of the Security Council, Oscar Zubat, said the initiative was designed to acknowledge the efforts of the honoree and raise support for the construction of a peace corps in the county. The Chief Executive Director of the Seaman Contractor Service, Bob Bondo, has outlined huge contributions to several Magibians across the county. Bondo named the employment of over 700 Magibians who are employed in his company and the provision of several scholarships to students in various high schools, including the Booker Washington Institute. He also highlighted the construction of a health facility in District 3, especially in Division 28, Camp of Firestone, Liberia. Speaking in an interview over the weekend, Bondo praised the management of the Firestone rubber plantation for providing him a contract which has enabled him to empower workers of his company. And after home front, more than 40 people are now known to have died after multiple landslide strikes Kenya and Uganda's mountainous border region last week. Phyllis Kimball told the BBC on the Kenyan side that she has lost her grandmother, a maternal auntie, and uncle, two sisters, a family friend, and a cousin. They were staying together in Kupta village. She distressed was the 33-year-old Felix that he struggled to put the experience into words. On both sides of the border, many people are still missing, and search and rescue teams have been sent out to find them amid warnings that more landslide could occur. And elsewhere, U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered the military to prepare for action in Nigeria to tackle Islamic militant groups accusing the government of failing to protect Christians. Trump did not say which killing he was referring to, but claims of a genocide against Nigeria's Christians have been circulating in recent weeks and months in some right-wing U.S. cycle. Groups monitoring violence said there is no evidence of suggest that Christians have been killed more than Muslims in Nigeria, which is roughly evenly divided between followers of the two religions. An advisor to Nigeria's president told the BBC that any military action against the jihadist groups should be carried out together. To end this news, a recap of our top stories. President Joseph Boakai has called for immediate clarification and reconciliation of conflicting data surrounding Liberia's total forest coverage, describing the issue as unacceptable and critical to the country's environmental integrity and policy credibility. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with its partners, announces a nationwide multi-age cohort HPV vaccination campaign targeting approximately 560,000 girls to prevent cervical cancer in Liberia. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry launches its 5-year plan aimed at transforming Liberia's trade and industrial sectors while empowering small and medium enterprises. And out of the home front, more than 40 people are known to have died after multiple landslide strokes Kenya and Uganda's mountainous border region last week. That's RCN News Bulletin at 7. I'm Josh. Oh, good evening.
I hope we do something about it, but this is not all the Ministry of Information. A few months ago, the Ministry of Information lied on me. That I want to destabilize the country. I complained to the Liberian Senate. The Senate invited the minister. He came along, the Minister of Justice, and we had a conversation. Nothing has been done about it. It's affecting my reputation. It's affecting me in the international scene because the ministry lied on me. So, presiding, I'm informing the Senate that if nothing is done about it, I will have to consult my lawyer and I will go to court. But my name must be clear. I don't think that's the job of the Ministry of Information to lie on critical voices, insult people in the country. So the way my insult, everybody get insult. The last time, Mr. Presiding, you as chairman of the committee.
Well, we're back. Thank you. Thanks to those of you who've been holding on. In fact, even those of you who are also following the news bulletin, thanks to all of you for always, following these news. Come your way every Monday, from Monday straight to Friday. By 7 o'clock, we'll bring you 15 minutes of news bulletin that run up to 7:15. So again, Mr. Connor will join us very soon. But again, that's just what's really happening from the upper house there, from the House of Senate, where the Bomi County Senator Edwin Murphy Snow there talking about taking the government to tax because he's carried out about some allegations that in fact the government put against him through the Ministry of Information. And so yes, people, if you just join it, yes indeed, let me say thank you those of you who just joined it. So Mr. Connor was in flight and we went for a news break. But let me just continue a little bit. Amos Kai Jr., I don't know whether this account, whether it's real or it's fake. Sometimes most of you hide behind so many names. Sometimes you hide behind some of the fake accounts, just to come and to make your case. But you don't care about the people who are really struggling. That's the kind of thing. So that you claim and there, brother, I'm not saying that the government is not paying. No, I'm not saying that. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. But If the salaries, in fact, if the salary is around 150, my dear brother, let's take that into consideration. Yeah. So if the salary is around 150, I don't know where you live, whether you in Africa, or whether you in Liberia, or whether you somewhere around maybe outside of Liberia, to make below 150 in this age and time, it is insulting, my brother. Let me tell you, even they are calling your bills. Maybe unless if you want to tell me that maybe all the people who are making below the 150, or maybe who are making 150, maybe they don't pay their way, maybe they do not have any responsibility beside, maybe only getting the money. And in fact, they don't spend the money. If you tell me that in fact they don't spend the money, they only receive the money and keep the money, well, then I will agree with you. But if you are spending the money, that's in 150, you have to pay rent. You have to pay the fees of your children. If you have maybe about 2 to 3 children, you have to pay their fees. If they're in school, you have to feed them a day. You have to feed them every day, Amos. Sometimes let's be real. It's not because maybe we love. Nobody have issue with your own political party. It is up to you. If you love your political party so much, nobody have issues. For me, I don't come here to tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for. It's all right. But I started. The issue of labor in this country, Amos, is terrible. Don't allow anybody to come and brainwash it. Oh, yeah, we're doing well. How can the government officials, they are flourishing? If you see them, you see their lives, there are a lot of changes in their lives. But the life of the ordinary man is still backward. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, it's still the same, Amos. And you will come here and be pretending that, oh, well, would you get president? Get president to who? For what? For what? Get president for what? When your life, in fact, you even talk about corruption, let me tell you, maybe some of you, you don't even understand some of these things. Your lifestyle alone as a politician, if you're not careful, you are corrupt. Because you can live in a poor, struggling country, and then you ride $1.4 million vehicles in your convoy. You have more than almost about 2 to 3 to 4 bulletproof cars in your system. And you say you're not corrupt. You are corrupt. You are corrupt. Your lifestyle is corrupt. But you know why? Because the system allows you to be corrupt. The system says you can steal by law. So to you, Amos, is not corruption. It's corruption. It's corruption, Amos. Well, look, sometimes let me be real, man. Just forget about the party. Some of you just support political party until even at the detriment of your own family members. In fact, you don't even care. At the detriment of your own people. Police officer making below 150. LDA making 90, and then you say they paying. Oh yeah, the government paying what? That thing they giving them, is that salary? It's not salary. For me, I see that as just compensation. Oh yeah, let me give you that. In fact, transportation, how I see these things. Okay. I know that they're where they're going to end. So then don't talk no more. We'll come here and be discussing other issues. Then you go to 1847. So say it can be changed. Then why yesterday you were backing yesterday? If you know very well that this system is 1847 system, why were you backing yesterday like you want the whole, in fact, world to come down if you don't even win elections? Why? When they come on and you want to say, oh yeah, it's 1847 system. Look, if only we discuss the other issue without insult, without going quarter with each other, we will understand that in many cases or many times or most of our governance system or our government, they are in fact nothing good they're always doing for us. But you know the reason why they are always succeeding in getting away is because people like you, instead of you discussing the other issues affecting your own people, you want to act like you love the government so much, one of your own people, but then they try to say, hey, no, and the government. Transportation stays the same. That didn't say things change, at least in fact, even though they're working on, things stay the same. From Dupont Road to Broad Street, it's still 250. So if Melbourne was part of 77, maybe I'm 7th. I live Dupont Road. In fact, I may not even live Dupont Road Junction. Maybe I live inside Dupont Road. And from Waterside to come to Dupont Road Junction is $100. So I pay $100 from Waterside to Dupont Road Junction. Then from Dupont Road Junction to Broad Street, I pay $250 for example. How much were they? A month. $350 to go, $350 to come. Now let's go back to the food or in fact what I'm going to eat per day. How am I going to survive per day? Or maybe for the day before even working. So you don't care. What you care about is because it's the government will come and go. Let's discuss these things. Let's discuss the system that is affecting the people. And forget about the party politics. Party politics have no end. My dear brother Amos. Let's hold our government accountable. Let's hold our government accountable. All of the promises that the government made yesterday, that in fact the salary harmonization, they're going to do this, they're going to do. How far now? We're going to 2 years. We're already into 2 years. Where are we? So tomorrow when we start to talk about these things, don't feel that we not let your government, because we already have all of these things already down, listed already, that will be questioning the government. How far with this? You talk about this during your campaign time. Where are we? But you people interesting, man. You people interesting. I enjoy all of you. I know the comments. So you're saying that, look at the kind of question I'm asking me. Jeremy, look at the kind of question that you're asking me. If the former president was leaving, from his position or from the position, and he said that all those cars, those bulletproof, they are still, active. The government can still use it, and which, of course, he was right, because even it's still proving. This president still using the cars. So what is the essence of you buying another one, Jerome? If the money don't have use, you have counties that are struggling for school, that are struggling for things, that are struggling for survival. Carry the money for the people. Send the money not have use. Because let me tell you, and the year coming to an end, and what they can do. But people like, you see, people like Amos, these are people that can make them strong more. Because when you make them strong, they feel about no need for whoever they have one person already who by our side. So when the money don't have use, they do any kind of quick thing and get the money into their account. Then the people struggle, the people suffer. So my brother, it's tough. I haven't seen a president yet who will talk about labor. Because why? Most of them, they have their own, they have their own company. In fact, they have percentages into all of these businesses that are running. So at the end of the day, they don't want their percent to be cut off, or maybe their percentage to be cut off. So when they improve labor, their percentage will be cut off. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Government officials who are who make it close to almost 10,000 USD per month have share into businesses, have share into company, have share into so many things. Then you struggle with the same people. Then you say you're strong. Oh, this thing is serious. Now they can always do us. Then you say you're strong. We will hold you people like this, that even the how you may call some kind of muffin, we can always joke, we say the jackpot, the machine that can hold things together, that we're not even losing you. How we looking? The people in the government circle, they can grow. The people in the private side, they can look up. What? God be God. Then we think that it's normal. When you come here, people will come and defend. You can defend. It's up to you people. For me, I have no issue. People in the government circle, no progress. People in the private sectors, no hay, no tea. There where you can know whether your president or your government making progress. Let me tell all of you today. And we said this thing, I think last month or month before last. The reason why most of the government that come to power here in Liberia fail. These are reasons. You have few group of people join any 5,000, 10,000, 8,000, this other 1,000. They have the poor man out there making 150, and you think that it's normal. You think that it's good to pay that man 150 for 31 days to carry home for him and his wife, and maybe if you have 4 or 5 children, for them to survive on that 150. But you have someone who making 25,000, 15,000, and every day they go for lunch. Their lunch can pay it. God, that one why I hear some of you talking about politics. Yeah, that one why I hear some of you talking about politics. My man, I'll come here my own. You like maybe you don't want to confuse the whole entire conversation. So I'll come here my own. So let's see how best to move on, people, and see how best with the comment. Yeah, any other thing quickly before we go to the line? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Mr. Comment, I haven't seen that leader. I will stand up and say yes. I want to target the issue of labor because they themselves they are corrupt, so they don't want to.
Well, so when you say the issue of labor, to say I haven't seen that leader, when you make that kind of blanket statement, sometimes people will not understand it. This whole labor thing, many people believe in Liberia thinking that when you say labor, when you say job, it's a government job. And there's no way the Liberian government can appoint everybody. What a government can do, which is lacking in many government, not just this one government, most of these government, is that maybe the governments as a whole, whether it's Jowiya government, Ellen government, Bobaka government, they have failed to invest in private sectors. There where real labor is. Maybe labor is now a government job. You cannot appoint even half of the people that the investment in private sector will also provide. The lack of security. So all the other leaders, people who are not in leadership, they are not responsible. People who have taken power, especially presidency, their inability to invest in private sector, to make sure that they empower businesses so that businesses can hire people to make living wages. They are the ones to be blamed. Not all the people, but those who have taken power. Their inability to provide security for the country, to make sure that people trust the system. People can be safe. People can go out and stay out there. And that the security team has to do something to with the drugs team, maybe. For the last two government, the last one and this one, none of them have been able to fight the drugs.
Yeah.
Nothing. So
recycling on everything that you're recycling.
So the thing is, this whole labor, the idea of creating labor, speaking for people to get job, all of those things, and it's because of lack of idea, lack of plan, lack of strategy, lack of platform that will incorporate the Liberian people into the everyday work. So until we can have a government that will provide security for all Liberians, that will actually provide an independent judiciary system wherein people feel secure, people feel protected to bring them. I mean, it have a lot of people for example, in America, there are a lot of people here, they have saved money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even $1 million. For people to spend all that money, they save all that money, they want to take it to Liberia to go invest it. But there's no security. You think they will do it? They will not do it. Okay, they take their money to Liberia to go invest it, to create jobs for Liberian people. And then you have no good justice system. Somebody corrupt you, somebody take your money, government people, they're taking bribe from everywhere. There's no justice system to fight them. And when you are taking advantage of, the justice system is not there to fight for you. The president himself has no respect for the rule of law. What do you expect, Mabel? So other leaders and other citizens around the country, around the world, they want to invest, but the conducive environment does not exist. So Joseph Boakai, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, George Weah, they are all failure when it comes to creating jobs for the Liberian people. Many people in Liberia think when you say job, the government job. Everybody can work for government. If you look at the whole country, the money they put in stealing, they invest those money in the private sector. Maybe I can guarantee you, the drug thing will be minimized. Young people will not be wasting all this. Those rescue, the color brigade. If they got work, if they got job to do, you think they can sit there waiting for a talk show to come and be calling to respond? They are doing what they want to get the $20 and $10. But what if they are somebody working and they're expecting at least $400 or $500 a month? You think they will leave that job and can sit there for $5, $10, somebody $5 or $10, in their phone? So it's about job creation. Any government that will come to power, maybe without a clear picture of how they're going to create jobs by investing in private sector, by providing security for the country that will attract investors, trust me, will be in this position forever.
But that's the point, Mr. Kane. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not saying that maybe opposition. No. I'm saying when the leader, when they come to power, the way they treat even they just said that Mr. Kane, and you're right. Do you know that some of the government officials, like for example, even lawmakers.
So let me say this. This person who say, like your own Madingo brother at the free port, right? Okay. I think he's talking about Sktv-Lib. You see, the problem I have with you guys, all Liberians should be called out when they are corrupt. All Liberians should be called out when they're stealing from the Liberian people. When the Liberians should be called out, government officials should be called out for what they do, without any attachment of their tribe. Every tribe, every religion, everybody, every country, every group of apple got some bad apples among it.
Oh yeah.
Simply because they made the Madingo, that doesn't make him any good. They are good Madingo, they are bad Madingo, they are good Pele, they are bad Pele, but do not attach tribe. You guys are the one that destroying Liberia. You guys, the trouble bigot. You can say Sktv-Lib doing X, Y, and Z without attaching a trap.
Simple.
That doesn't do a trap. Whatever he's doing it in playing by the drum beat of the Unity Party. A Unity Party model is to steal. Share with the president, share with president's son, share with other people who give you power, who give you position, and you are safe. That's all they do. So that has nothing to do with a trap. There are a lot of other people. Okay, why is it that when you call in the behavior of the Minister of Public Works, for example, why is it that when you call in Francis Yumale name, why you don't attach his strap to it? Because these are same Unity Party people, regardless.
Well, even just say, in fact, even the region speakers,
little-minded. Because I don't even know how to describe it. The other adjective I wanted to use, I will not use it on the radio. But you got to think rightly when you look at people, look at who they are, look at their work, focus on their behavior, Forget about that trap. Every trap got good people, every trap got bad people. We should judge people by their behavior, not their trap. That is complete nonsense. You can't do that. I don't care about single Dukle be Mandingo, Pele, or Gio. I care less about that. What did you do for Liberia? What did you do for the Liberian people?
Well, only performance. Now looking for nobody looking for Trump, nobody looking for religion, right? The religion, well, the way you choose, and the tribe, that there where you come from.
Yeah. So, you know, so now I even want to listen to some people talking about, you know, listing the number of Mandingo that I work in the government, the number of Pele people. I never heard anybody talking about the number of Gio amount of people or Pele people that work in your government. But you see them, they'll be brave to go and sit down and start listening. Let me tell you how many Mandingo people work in the government. They want you. That's nonsense. We should not, if there's no qualified person for the job, or all the people, you don't have to have any trouble. You don't have to have anybody in the government. It doesn't matter. Just get the right people there that can do the job. Forget about traps. You don't have to have Geo people there or mono person there. You don't have one crown man in the government. We don't care. The crown people don't care about that. If you have road now connectivity to Dredu, to everywhere in the southeast, where they can take the market to, you know, the produce to the market. They can move freely in and out. You think they care about who is in the government, who not in the government? They will not care about that. So don't forget about the trap. Focus on performance. Focus on people who are not corrupt, and let's all attack people who are corrupt that are destroying our country. Don't worry about trap. Maybe I wanted to say that. You can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kala. Maybe hopefully tomorrow we'll look the speaker with the allegation, because there are so many allegations about the district development fund and so forth. Other lawmakers, they are also complaining about that. But we'll also chip in. Maybe tomorrow we'll meet that talk. But again, please let's move straight to the line to interact with our people. This cause the issues and avoid a confrontation. Forget about people trap and all of their religion. Call me by my name. And that's just it. So David King, good evening. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, you see, Mibon is just difficult, you know, to have to traffic Liberians serving in a governmental cycle. And this is the reason why we always see people, professional people, don't want to follow that profession, or everyone want to work with government. It's just for one reason, and that reason is people will go and get richer.
It's because of corruption. Because when you go there, where you will get rich, or maybe you get fast money.
Yeah, people go there, and the richer they get, they are not getting legitimate money. They are going to steal from the Liberian government to make us get rich. And this is the reason why when you talk about labor, and listen to you guys talking about labor, all of the labor ministers, written from my own government to this government, I have never seen any sincere labor minister. They all are corrupt. I don't know what's wrong with that ministry, and people who are there, standing at that level, I think they should be people of integrity, because you cannot be a counselor, serving in that position, and you are highly corrupt. So you're not giving justice to people. You are the one to give justice. So you see old man Coco cry, that old man, it's a comment that I have in this book. The old man is corrupt, just it's a black guy.
All right, thank you. Allegedly, today's caller, good evening.
Hello, everyone. How are you today?
My brother, we're okay. Thank God for life. Go ahead.
My name is Mamu Sefu. I'm calling you from Brooklyn. Today, really, I'm calling really. I don't want to make it personal, but at some point in time, I just needed for me to remind. Sometimes, really, the way in which Mabon can start the program, sometimes then later he change it to the other one. I mean, sometimes it's not too. I will continue. Some will listen to this program because we want for this government feet to be held to the fire. Let us start comparing government. Look, Sibu said something this evening. He said, if at all, whatever the president tried is. It just not matter. It doesn't matter as long as the person is qualified. So most of the time when we come and then I hear saying sometimes you say, oh, your citizen government or doing this government account. we are not here any longer because if we continue to open our air classical on this.
Why is it, hello.
Yes,
is you people that are always going in that direction, comparing yourself with CDC because CDC having painted, or maybe CDC didn't paint, so maybe you people painted. But this I think what we're seeing.
No, listen up, like the way the other day I asked you a question. I said, who was the representative in the district that Honorable Musa Benete is saying? You called a name for me, and I said to you, I said, if now you go back to the people over there, you ask them, they will tell you.
You should be talking anything else to the rescue supporters, not me. Huh? Why you want to divert it to us or to me?
No, here's what I want. The statement you made, you say, why really are we still comparing? We are not comparing, and we'll never compare. For the fact of the matter, we will say we'll compare, we'll never get to where we want to go. Let us hold the current one to its feet and say, you know what? Like, for example, you're talking about salary, or these people's salary, 150. If your neighbor or simple able to get all of the data as to how much maybe or LPRC is making, NP is making, and how they able to contribute to the budget, and how the budget will increase and the people's salary can be increased.
All right, thank you. So we're going to do, I don't know what can I. Hello to this caller, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor. Good evening to the CEO.
Yeah, thank you for joining my brother. Go ahead.
This is the voice of the Common Board Chairman. I'm Chairman PSI. I join you from Sotele to Shifu. Neighbor, you see the life from the angle of this government is just overwhelming. Like you are saying, somebody just roll of people talk on the internet saying life has begun here, has begun that, gasoline price. Okay, yeah, okay. If for truth, this government has made a significant impact in the price of fuel oil and gasoline produce. What is the trickle-down impact or effect on transportation? Therefore, your journalist, I put out a challenge to you and all the other rescue journalists and every other person. Go do me a favor, go to the zero parking lot, and get the prices of transportation for distance. Find out how much people are leaving on Red Line to Broad Street 2 years ago. Do the thing from Red Line to Gandon, from Red Line to Cape Mall, and tell me the outcome, neighbor. Nothing has changed. The transportation remains the same, but those guys are flying around and telling people that, oh, we brought gasoline price down. Gasoline price, when it comes down, there must be a trickle-down effect. When you care for quality, there must be a target of a quality. And in a window of bringing down gasoline price, if for transportation to come down, so things better go down, so you know people who are buying to can see the relief.
All right, thank you so much. Keep your calls coming 0770203125. That's the number for you to call this evening. So to my brother, what just said before we should go to our LPRs so that they can increase. Look, my brother, you know, sometimes you come here, we will be married. Some of you, but you come with all kind of things talking about would you go do our own research about LPRs and money they're contributing. Well, wait for that before you are going to increase the 7 salary. Hello to this caller, good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead. Go ahead, Joe, go ahead. That's it. All right, thank you, my brother. You're right. All of the lands have been kept for our future and our children and so forth. Today's caller, good evening. Yes, go ahead, my dear. Your name and from where you join us. Yeah, go ahead.
I will tell people to put their hands together. Let's take a motherfucker to not the issue of rating grade issue. They put rating grade. They put rating grade. Just take a motherfucker and go along the road name on. The people supposed to the man supposed to back on the road.
So goes.
Yeah, after you so go, they go. After now, if the working grade, they put in the time, but then back on the road. So I say just take a walk tomorrow. Back on the road. I know if the government looking at this kind of issue that from putting in the country or the jet station on one stop, you want the way of ghetto, you're not ghetto to get a minute, but you wait a minute coming right on the road. So I say, to get on the road, now I go that place, you get outside the social, we can't want to read out.
All right.
Just for that, now I go that place. So far, but I'm going to go there.
Well, you see, when a man faces, you will be able to pass that. You brave. So let's call up. Good evening. We take a few more calls. Yes. Hello.
I call back to continue my talk with you, and then you just got there.
No, but let me tell you. Hello, my young man. Hello. You can't send us. You can't send us to say, oh, you go to LPRC so I can do first, so they can be able to. Hello. When hello. Let me end. So that they can add the people's salary or no. That's an insult. Don't say that.
Okay.
So don't say so. So I will take it back. The government budget are almost 800 million. They talk about if no, but you're sending us.
No, I just want to say if you want to stop it the way in which it looks like, people say to what they so that give good information. And at the end of the day, you go do the investigation, you find out that it is true. If you talk about carrying civil servant or maybe police salary up, you first of all think, are there revenue for which salary can be good?
So the government or officials, no, hello, my man. We won't go to the land. We're not coming waste our time here. Please, I beg you. So the government.
I think you called me off because at the end of the day, you won't give a talk. You can't give a talk. You can't allow me to give a talk. So you can call me off.
Go ahead.
Because I'm saying if you have the basic fact, you will be able to hold the government to say, look, you know what? There's that kind of excess fund somewhere.
My man, don't can waste people time, man. Why can't I can't waste my time on you? Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, hello, people.
Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for your people. What they do is Arabic is family. I joined a discussion for Olinda marking the legacy of Northern area. Or maybe for me, I can never appreciate people when they have done intentional damage to our country. That's not happening when you get people. The federal government is just pretending they are aware that you the post down there. You cannot tell me that internal affairs, that minister is not aware. They are aware, but they're pretending. They just want to pretend to liberate you as the target of photo that they can say, oh, the poor, they're not aware of it. They are quite aware. That Burkina big issue in Nigeria, and that's to do with that talking it. We have been talking to people on radio over and over. They are not very concerned. They are aware that you is not. Internal affairs is aware. Even people in the minister of state, they are aware that they pay money for those people. They are aware. Look at power efforts are laid on automatically. You know why they put inheritance, you take care of the family up. That will be the people of the coming generation.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. We'll look for one of these days to even discuss that. Let me take, I think, the WhatsApp call. People have been calling on the WhatsApp. Let me just take this WhatsApp call quickly, then I transition or go back to Mr. Connor quickly. Yes, let me see. This CD1 also try calling. All right, so yeah, CD1, you live, my dear brother. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, greeting to you guys and greeting to everybody in Liberia. My question got to do with people of Grand GDN. You have your land. Foreign local a farm on your land. What does it imply?
Well,
you have your land. Foreign local from your country to come farm on your land. Then later after the person printing your cocoa, everything. Now you say you want to take the name for the person. What of the person investment? That you see we Christian in our country there. That is pure wickedness. That is pure wickedness. You have your own land. You can't develop your own land. But if foreign should come and play in your land, it's a big disgrace down there, man. Seriously. The government should see how best to compensate those guys who spend their money or raise the cocoa farm. Get the land back and do them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear. But that whole land issue, maybe we'll just take one day, like I said, because to even have other people coming in your country almost in 1,000, then you get a place to be. And it's easier to this caller. Good evening. Hello. Yes, my brother, quickly, your last call, go ahead.
Thank you. Maybe on this cave, I'm calling from Kmart.
Yes, go ahead, my brother from Cape Mountain. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, maybe thank you. You can discuss the topic about maybe there's nowhere around the world. Even maybe that you haven't any kind of way you do it, people will not complain.
But our own worst. The thing here, I don't want you to be comparing other part of the world. You play DV to go to the US. Hello, excuse me now. You play DV to go to America, you play DV to go to Canada. Why are you playing DV to go to the countries? Or maybe to go to the places?
There will be nowhere. All countries will not be equal. I don't care what you do.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kano, we got to go. We got 5 more minutes. I think you can use the time. Because maybe you want to use maybe I see Peter yeah, Mr. Kano, your papa,
Uncle Pete.
Uncle P is here watching.
Uncle P is a good man. Uncle P, I went to Minnesota. By the time I called Uncle P, that were in Minnesota and we were having a meeting, Uncle P was the first person to reach in our meeting.
Wow.
He's a very good man. And the Uncle P, you know the church we went to? That Ebenezer Community Church? Yeah. I think it's the biggest church of Liberian church in Minnesota. Uncle P is a high-profile member of that church.
Great.
We were in that church there, my man. We were there. We listened to the sermon. Yeah, we listened to the sermon. So when I was doing the live from there, somebody said, "Oh, Sekou in the church." I said, "Yeah, my man. What's wrong with being in the church?"
It is that kind of mindset, Mr. Cannon. Can you imagine someone asking that kind of question?
Yeah. He said, "Well, Sekou in the church." I said, "What's wrong with that?" Yeah, you know, that my first time going to church. I've been going to church many times. So let me tell you the funny thing. You know, one time I was telling my wife when I was small, growing up. So I told her how I know a lot of choir songs. Then she said, "But you're not Christian. How did you know?" I said, "I know a lot of choir songs." And remember, I know choir songs more than a lot of people who are Christians. Yeah. Because you know what? I've been to school that are owned by Christians. And I also attended madrasa, where you study Islam. So pretty much, I understand religion and I understand people's connection. And understand.
I know a community right now where there is or someone daycare school where most of the Muslim people that are in a community, they care their children, or in fact they carry their children to the school. Every morning they'll be raising these songs like you're talking about, and other than they sing.
So me, I know plenty of songs that more than you said. When we come to choir, I know plenty of songs, man. But man, don't come me to show my skill, yo.
What? You mean you can sing, Pastor Steve?
Yeah, on a serious note, you know, Mr. Cole, Uncle Pete, the man from all the country, he's a good man. I don't really care which party he belongs to. This guy is nice, he's friendly, he gets along with everybody. You can't believe when when Uncle P went to the Friday prayer to mosque to go and see Musa, the political leader. Everybody that came out of that mosque, Uncle Pete, everybody. Can you imagine? I mean, those are the kind of environment I like, where we associate, irrespective of our tribe, religion, community, political party. I mean, it doesn't matter. We all are Liberians. We are all family. So, Melbourne, I want to say thank you to you. Hopefully, we will be here tomorrow, as always. And a big thank you to the team, Truth FM, the management, and you, Melbourne. We can't thank you enough. Anyway, by the way, somebody sent $20 to the cash app the other day. They've been there forever because when we are not used to seeing money there now. So somebody sent $20 there, and then another person sent $20 to the Zelle. So whatever we got to do, we'll make sure the ego will land in Labro or somewhere. But yeah, but whatever the case is, we want to say thank you to those people who send us the money. We need every penny we can get from you guys to support our platform. It doesn't matter your party of affiliation, wheresoever you are, whoever you are. We appreciate everybody that supports the SKTV show. Maybe thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Connor. And let me say thank you, or in fact, thanks to our social channels, Steve Bode, also for watching. I don't know whether you got another. Oh, Steve, so you're watching us. That's great, my dear brother. Thank you so much.
Did you want to make the last night? I will tell you tomorrow on the show.
You probably want to like about
positive secret also tomorrow.
You're not getting secret for each other. What kind of
the last night I will say.
Good night.
But I'll see you more people.
All right. Good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Monitor people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the premise of them. So welcome and live with us here.
A lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I go. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.